Welcome to Crochet Yarn Pattern Talk Tuesday. I'm Dee, and Mr. 21 is with me today.
Stop.
Oh, give me just a second. We're getting everything set up. Hold on, we have to
No, stop.
make some adjustments real quick.
Hi, Yarn Cat Bibliophile.
Hey, Beth. We may have to
Better. There we go. Hey, stop.
a couple minor adjustments real quick. That's just a split second. Oh.
Good.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. He will be answering the questions, or asking, not answering, asking the questions. Do we need more light?
No, we're good.
Okay, so we will start with the finished objects for today. I have the Jennie hat, and that is by Twistedarrowdesigns. I will put a link to their blog because I don't know if they're still on Ravelry, but they were on Ravelry when I originally got the project. And here is the beautiful hat. It is a smaller hat that I did. And yes, it is blue. All the hats are going to be blue because I did them for the upcoming Hat Not Hate program. I'm really excited that I'm going to participate in that again. And I got all these yarns I showed on Sunday with a gift certificate. And if you want to go back and watch that on Sunday, I can, the one on Sunday. All these yarns I showed on. I will put a link in the description box below. I don't have the chat pulled up yet. I think Mr. 21 is getting that pulled up now. He's working on it. The other hat that I have is a Yarn Inspirations hat. It is the Basic Crochet Ribbed family.
Denisha's here.
Huh?
Denisha Brittle.
Denny, okay. Hey Denny. And that is more kind of for a little bit older child. And I just love these colors and how this hat turned out. This one, okay. You might want to mute it. Thank you. So I really just loved how the ribbing turned out, and this is done in just a flat pattern, and then you seam it together and then tie off the top. So it's a really quick pattern.
Leanne Bearns.
Okay, Leanne's here. And this one is done from the top down to about here with the ribbing, and then you do the ribbing. Really quick hats. I got these two done yesterday, and then I started this one here, which didn't take very long, which if you look, I don't know if you can see, there's starting to be a kind of a pattern in it. So you have, it's a front post, back post pattern going on, so it kind of goes in a upward spiral. I'm going to try doing this one in a solid color. This is the only one I wasn't thrilled with.
What size hook?
These were all done. Well, this one was done in a 7. These were done in an 8. This was the only one I wasn't fond of. Actually, this one was done in a 7 as well. This one was done in an 8. Should have been done in a 7. But my dislike of this one, the ribbing brim all slip stitch. 21 inches of slip stitch. Not fond of it. Looks beautiful. Oops. Piece of fudge. Looks gorgeous. But not fond of 21 inches of slip stitch. I'm gonna be honest right there. So let me take a look at if there's any questions. Give me just a second. I'm taking a look real quick. Well, if anybody wants to go over to these live, go ahead. Don't mean to take anybody from that. These are all done in the Bernat Softy Chunky. And it is a super bulky 6, which suggests an 8mm hook size. It is a 100% acrylic. Generally with the, what I did notice unfortunately with the ombre colors, it only comes in the 77 yards where the solid colors come in like 120 yards. I didn't know that when I got this. 120 grams where this comes in 80-gram balls. So that is a downside to the ombre colors. It comes in a smaller size skein of yarn. So that is one downside to the ombre if you guys haven't used it or are interested in buying the Softy Chunky yarn from Bernat. So that is a downside. It is beautiful yarn. This color is a little, how should I say it? It's not quite as soft as, or is it one versus the other? As the teal one is. No, this one is a little bit softer than this one is. But all in all, that's before I wash them. They are thick, nice hats. Going to be really fun to have for next winter. I'm very excited, for the Hat and I Hate program. So I'm very excited about that. So I've got almost 3 hats done already. I'm almost out of that yarn. So I'm pretty excited. I've got some more yarn coming that I got with the gift certificate that I bought for that. So I'm really excited. Yay! Getting a good start already. Now my next finished object for this week, I'm super excited to show you. Super excited. Here we go. Okay, my ends aren't weaved in. I had all my ends weaved in, I thought, and then I guess I didn't grab this one. So, here we go. There's the bottom. And then there's to the top. And then it runs all the way across. And all the way across over here. And I did not bring the yarn down. But this is
Yarn Happens joined with
Marianne. Hi, Marianne. This is one of the yarns I bought. It's just over 1,000 yards. It's Lion brand. And I don't think anybody else has created it because I didn't go off a pattern. I just sat here and did it myself. So it is a 3-row repeat, and I don't have the full dimensions yet because I haven't sat down and measured it up, but I will get all the specs on it. So that is my other finished object, and the one width that I have right this moment in actual working, that I'm actively working on. So I am super thrilled on how that one turned out. As far as I know, I don't believe anybody's done this pattern yet. So I'm super excited about it. So yeah, super jazzed about it. Loving the color, loving the pattern, and I love how soft it is. So yeah. I've got a couple other ones that I've finished. I got permission to do a tutorial on it, and that I designed. Well, the stitch is not mine, but the stitch designer approved me to do a tutorial, so I need to get that filmed and then get that up, and I can let that cat out of the bag. So super excited about that one. I'm gonna try and get that done tomorrow because I don't think I have any editing projects on my list, and I will get that done. Let me check and see if there's any comments.
Nope.
Oh, awesome, Marianne. That's exciting. That's exciting. So what kind of things would you guys like to see coming up? I'm trying to get some things planned out for next month. And I am in the planning phase for next month, hopefully. So I'd like to see what you would like to see. And if you're watching this on a replay, you can most definitely leave them in the comments below, and we can absolutely have a discussion on that. And are you guys enjoying these talks about patterns and my reviewing the thoughts on patterns? And then the Sunday socials, because I am really enjoying the Sunday socials. Or are you guys preferring the recorded videos? Because I can also go back to doing those. I can alternate in between weeks, like one week do recorded, and then like every 2 weeks do lives. So that's something I want to pose to you guys and see what you guys are thinking. So that would be something that I am contemplating. I might do the Sundays every 2 weeks, because I know Sundays are pretty booked with everybody doing lives on Sundays. So I might do every 2 weeks on Sundays, and then Tuesdays, I've always done something on Tuesdays. It's just whether you guys want me to go live on Tuesdays or want me to do recorded or not, or live. That's up to y'all. I can do either or. That is up to y'all. I am game for either one. The reason why I did it a little bit later tonight than earlier today is so my moderator would be here and be able to help me out. Because my other moderator's working and the other one's sleeping and the other one's studying. So my moderators are kind of busy. Christmas gifts, okay. Okay, Sunday after church you will try. Okay, Wendy? Well, I know, let's see. Sunday, I think, Sunday afternoon, I know a lot of them have it booked up until late afternoon. So it may have to be early evening. I'd have to relook at the schedule of when everybody has their lives on. I don't remember what time I went on Sunday. I'm not sure. I'll have to relook at everybody's lives and see. I don't remember. Oh, Leanne, I completely understand that, being in a different time zone. I know it's like, oh, what, super early in the morning for you now, isn't it? It's like Monday morning at like 4:30 in the morning your time? If I remember right. I agree, Marianne. It's definitely, it's a very wonderful connection. I completely agree with you on that one. I'm going to move this a little closer so I don't have to look so far. There we go. Absolutely. It's so much fun to get to connect with everybody. I forgot how much I missed the lives before when I wasn't doing them. Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Sleepy, you want to wake up? No, you're just going to roll over. Hey, come join the chat. Or pups in their meetings. Must be the life. So I will look at some Christmas gifts, ideas. Okay. 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 That sounds good. Okay. I try and help as many as possible, Marianne. It's just, you know, people got to let me know they need help. I tried to, you know, reach out to different people that had said that they needed help, but to be perfectly honest, I got tired of chasing people around that said they needed help, and when I reached out to them, I didn't hear anything back from them, and I was just like, I'm not going to keep doing that. If people really want help, I say, well, my information is here. If you want help, send me an email and I will get back to you. And I generally am pretty quick on getting back to people. But I've reached out to a few people who have said, well, I don't know how to do this. And then I send them the information and they don't fix the issue. Well, then they really didn't need the help. So, and that may sound really mean of me, but if I send you the information on how to fix it 4 different ways and you don't fix the information, that means you really didn't want to fix the information. You know, you've got the information, you don't want to fix the problem. Hello, you know. You have the information. I can't send it any other ways. I don't have the information. You know, I mean, so I was like, nope, not going to do it anymore. My information's below. If you need help, reach out. If I know how to help you or I can find out how to help you, I will. You know, and if I'm backlogged with something, I will send you an email and say, okay, yes, I can. I'm a little behind or whatever, I will get to it, I'm not going to leave you hanging. But here's my situation, that sort of thing. So, that's me in a nutshell. So, I'm pretty much open like that. So, but, pretty easy going. A little about blogging. I have a blog set up. I haven't done much with it. Are you trying to set a blog up? I mean, I've had a blog for a long time now. I haven't done a lot about it, or a lot about it, a lot with it. Yep, send me an email and I will, I can help you with what I know on it and a good place to start. Yeah, on a website that's pretty easy to free, of course. There's only one thing that I've paid for. Well, two, and the second one I will not refer anybody to. Are you still gonna take care of this for me?
Sure.
Well, I still need you to moderate.
Sure.
Okay. So, no problem. But yeah. Well, sure, Kelly. I mean, any questions that you have, just... Well, Jennie, honey, I mean, I don't know. I mean, all I can say is if, people want to go, they can go. That's always my thing, is if people want to go, they can always go. It's not going to hurt my feelings. And Kelly, as far as your questions, I'm thrilled that you're having fun. And any questions that you have, send me an email and I'll, with where what your questions are. And absolutely ask them and I'll see what I can do to help you. Like I was explaining, I don't know how long you've been in the live. Of course, Wendy. Ask them and I'll see what I can do to help. But, if I get a little behind on something or if I have a project or something, I'll let you know that I've got a couple things going on and I'll definitely, answer them as I can get to them. Because I have a couple things going on right now. Other than that, I've got a couple tutorials I've got to film. And, but I'll get to them, definitely. And, so far I've got all the editing things not off my plate, but completed. But I'll definitely help you out as I can. I don't know where you're at and what you need help with, but definitely I'll help you where I can. I just don't know your situation, so I don't know where you're at. So, it's just one of those things you need to explain where you're at and what you need help with. And that's why I always say, send me an email, we'll start there, and each step at a time. Oh, Okay, Denny, I'm sorry. But so what is on everybody's hook right now, or what projects are you guys working on currently? And what are your plans for Halloween? And do you have plans, or do you not celebrate Halloween? Because I know that's one of our favorite times of the year. I have not made any sweaters for my dog. Ooh, a hooded scarf. A good place to go for that, Mary Ann, is Posh Pooch Designs by Sarah Satch. She has done many dog items. And a matter of fact, for quite a few years, from what I understand, that's all she did. Spooky movies. Okay, Marianne, you don't. Okay. Yeah, I don't do spooky movies, but we definitely do. I won't be dressing up this year that I know of yet, unless I just come out, figure out a Halloween costume, which that's been known to happen. My son got his today, and he's going to go on a field trip with school. I don't have any decorations for the house, but I will be handing out treats for the kids in the neighborhood. So that's what I do. I sit on the front porch and hand out treats for the local kids. Probably watch YouTube. Maybe crochet on the front porch this year. So I hope to get to the point where I will have decorations for the house eventually. But we've been here just over a year, so we haven't had a lot of decorating. But that's my plan eventually. I may make some. I saw one the other day, or maybe it was today. No, maybe it was yesterday, of a huge crocheted spider web. I'm like, that would look so cool on my front porch. So I'm gonna have to find it again. I should have saved it, but I didn't. I can't help you with that. Corner to corner is not this girl's thing. I can do a corner to corner shawl. I can do the increase. But decreasing, Wendy, nope, not me. Dana be your lady for that one. I'm not your girl. Definitely not your girl. Nope. I just mastered the corner to corner increase last week. So yeah. I will be the first one to tell you when it's not in my wheelhouse. I think, who's the other one? Fiber Spider. Fiber Spider will be the other one to tell you that he's like, I mean, probably many of us are that are just like, yeah, nope, not me. I don't know how to do it, but I will tell you who to go to that I know can do it. Just like, well, Crystal will tell you that she doesn't really read patterns. And let's see who. There's other ones, but I can't think of other ones who just say there's certain things that are just not in their. I don't know why that's doing that. Let me change accounts, because that is. Yes. I love them both. They're awesome. I love pretty much everybody. I get along with everybody. Well, everybody in this community. I mean, can't say everybody in the world. I've ran across my, a few people in life that I just don't get along with. But for the most part, I get along with everyone. But I think everybody can say that. There's a few people who it's just like, yeah, no. But everybody has their things that they're just like, yeah, no, I can't do that. But this person does it well, or that person does it well, or these two people do it well. I'm gonna have to refer you to them, because the corner to corner decrease. I just barely learned how to do corner to corner. The corner to corner shawl literally a week ago. So yeah, corner to corner, I'm just learning myself. So yeah, but I know Dana's gonna do a tutorial at some point on how to do the decrease. I've attempted to do a corner to corner squares and connect them from Fiber Spider. I've really actually not done a corner to corner full blanket decrease yet. I did find a tutorial that I liked that really did it well. I like how Fiber Spider explains it. I've heard Two Sides of the Fence to Nostalgia. Oh no, that's a different one. Never mind. Or I haven't found her corner to corner yet. I've been able to carry 2 colors. I agree, there's some that I can take certain doses of Jennie, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm done for the day, and I go watch something else. Is the best way I can I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I've done tutorials. I have tutorials on my channel. But yeah, I do plan on more tutorials. I was just planning on getting to a point where I could actually design my own stuff, rather than just do stitch tutorials, because my stitch tutorials weren't popular. So I was at the point where I test so many, and then if they don't go as well as, after so many videos, if it doesn't pick up, I don't continue to make that content. It's just a kind of a waste of time. After so many videos, you need to change your strategy. So I stopped making them. That's pretty much But yes, I do plan on doing tutorials again. I was just needing to get to a point where I could design my own things. Well, I had done stitch tutorials for quite some time, and then they weren't being watched, so I stopped doing them. And then I got to the point where I knew enough to be able to design my own, or I'm starting to get to a point where I can design my own things. So now I'm ready to start trying tutorials again. So I'm going to start hopefully being able to make tutorials again. That's my plan. Because the last thing you want to do is make a tutorial and it be of someone else's things. Or at least I know if I'm designing it myself, it should be my own. That's at least my thought. Well, yes, I agree. I just don't want to put something out there that someone else's is someone else's stuff. I won't do that because that's not proper. That's like when I do this cowl, I already have permission from the stitch designer to make it, which I'm super stoked about. Super excited. You're right. It does come with practice, and I think my biggest thing is I didn't have enough confidence in myself. And literally one night I just sat here and played with this. I had tried it before, and literally this time I did it, and it just it fell into place. And I am tickled pink. Or blue, I should say, because it's... I actually have another skein of this upstairs. And I'm thrilled. Now it comes to try and... well, I don't know that I want to try and actually write a pattern for it, because I think that's worse than trying to do it. The idea of writing a pattern is like, oh my God, do I really want to do that one? It's like, not really. Especially considering I didn't sit here and actually write it down. So I actually need to like sit down and like think about what I did. Actually, it's actually a very, very simple pattern. So it's not going to be that hard. I just have to figure out how I started it. It's like, did you do this or did you do that? It's like, oh man, what did you do? Oh. So it's like, yeah. I actually have someone that's already asked me to write it up so they can pattern test it for me. And I'm like, but that would require me to write it up. And she's like, uh-huh. And your point is what? And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. She's like, come on, you need to do it. I'm like, oh my God, really? Do I have to? Hi, how are you? Somebody told me, oh, I know who it was. It was Carrie. Carrie had told me to do a Google Pixel search, Google Pixel. Yeah, phone search. Let's do a phone search. Google picture search. Like an image search. Oh, see, I know exactly what I did. I know the hook size and everything. I just don't remember the if literally it was a chain 3 that I started with or a chain 4. That's literally the only thing I cannot remember. That's it. I want to say it's a 3. That's it. That's the only thing I can't remember. Because I took and sent pictures as I went along to a friend. So I have a progression of what I was doing. So that was a wonderful thing. Oh no, I always write everything down. The only thing I didn't, like I said, I normally keep a log of everything I do. I have logs of everything I do. The only thing I didn't on this one was the first starting chain. That was the only thing I didn't write down. Normally I have a log of everything I do, from starting chains to everything. I actually didn't think this was going to progress so well and I was going to wind up actually ripping it out, because normally they don't work quite so well. That's honestly, to be perfectly blunt, because the last one that I started didn't turn out so well. Excuse me, and I wound up frogging it. But so that's but normally I always I have a log of everything. Generally when I start, the time I started the project, the time I ended, the hook, the weight, the die lots, the starting chain, even down to the amount, like the weight of the yarn. So when I go to ship it out, when the time comes, I know the weight of the yarn compared to the package I'm sending it out in. So that when I ship it out through USPS or whatever I'm sending it out in, I know exactly how much the package weighs. You know, everything. I keep track of all of it. Okay, Marianne, thank you. Thank you for coming by. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, can you guys please hit the thumbs up? It'd really help. Thank you. So yeah. But I do appreciate that information though. And it never feels a really good, this is the second time I've done it, to be honest with you, where I know I should, it's a pattern I've designed. The other one was the F-bomb that I did, that I completely redesigned it. And I knew I should have written it down in case I wanted to remake it, but then I'm like, no, I don't need to. And that's when inevitably it didn't fail, that I needed to remake it, and it didn't turn out quite right. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll go with the one I'm like in the back of my head. I'm gonna say it's the one that's sticking in my head of what it is, and I'll go with that one. And I think I'll just sit down in the next couple days and I'll do all the tutorials that I need to do for that one and this one, and go with that. It's just on this, I think I'm gonna do just a couple rows because there is no border. It's very simple, and it's a 3-row repeat. Oh, Petra, you're not late. This wasn't scheduled. Me? Yes, I was in a Zoom earlier. I am considered baby D, yes. So it, my thing is because people are going to be doing different size shawls, or you can do different size shawls. It's like, I wonder how far you need to go on the tutorial. Like that one, I know I can do similar to how the designer of the stitch did it, and then just show the end of how you would close it. So I know how to do that one. Unless I do this as a cow, or cow, sorry, enunciate my words. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Okay, Eden. Absolutely. And you can just call me D if you'd like. Hi, Shannon. So I don't know, would it be, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think the shawl would be better done in bits and pieces, say for like a cow, or would it be better just done in a brief, shorter tutorial where you guys can just do your own length of a shawl? Or would you just prefer me trying to figure out how to write a pattern and sending it off to pattern testers? Or doing a pattern, sending it to a pattern tester, then doing a tutorial? I got time. I can do tons of time. Oh, Petra, you just came in. I already did one. Can you get a good view of that, or can you see it? Test and tutorial. Okay. So that's one. Okay. Okay. That was one of my finished objects this week, and then I got a couple hats for Hat Not Hate done. I'll put the links. Oh, I'm tossing hats around. These are, this one is Yarn Inspirations, and this one is a, when I pulled it up, it was a Ravelry pattern, but I will have to pull it up again because I have the chat pulled up right now. But this one was done all in one, like long, and then slip stitched together, and then tied at the top. So it was really simple and easy. Ribbed pattern done in an 8mm hook, which I should have done in a 7, but the 8mm worked great. Tutorial, and do a timestamp in the description box. Okay. And then this one here is done in a 7mm hook, which was perfect, and it's done all down here, and then you do the ribbing. I'll have to relook again to what this was. Like I said, this one here actually is front post double crochet, and it forms a pattern here, and then back post here to form kind of an indent. It'll look, I think I'm going to redo this again eventually in a solid pattern, and then the brim of the hat here, which is done first, and then you obviously work up. This is, I want to say this is also, yeah, this is also a Yarn Inspirations. And as always, I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion, which I've already said. My only dislike about this pattern is the brim, because it is 21 inches of slip stitch. Not fond of it. Not fond of it at all. And I used a 7-inch hook on this one, and this is all made out of Bernat Softy Chunky, which is a 6, super bulky. The difference between the ombre and the solid color is it is a smaller skein of yarn. If anybody hasn't used it, be careful of that, because like this hat pattern is specifically for this yarn. You're watching the game, aren't you? Okay.
Tie game.
One skein should get a whole hat if you use the solid. If obviously you use the ombre, one skein of yarn does not get you a whole hat if you use ombre. So, downside. Oh, did he come over and just come closer? Yes, he's my fur yarn bubby. Oh, yes, you're my fur yarn bubby.
No. No.
Yes, he is.
Oh, I sleep. I sleep when you crochet.
Yeah,
Leave me alone.
he does. So, he's spoiled rotten. Don't throw that one at him.
He was ready.
Children. Gotta love them. So, fun. I should have soon, sometime between later this week or mid next week, I hope, have some more yarn coming in. I had gotten a gift certificate from my parents for doing them a favor, which is how I got this yarn. So I am excited to get that in. It's not blue. I got some Millens. So I figured, why not? Give them a try. I've been wanting to try them. So I'm excited to get those in. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. No idea. So I'm excited to get those in. So I'm going to get the tutorials out, work on hats. I don't know what else this week yet. Not sure. So I will start thinking about some stuff to do for Christmas. I have some ideas. I have a box of stuff from my great aunt and my mom. And I have a lot of Christmas ornaments, like just the Christmas balls. I am sure, hey Rosemary, that I can figure something out. Children just jumping off the couch.
Oh, thank God. Oh, crap.
It's getting very weird here.
2-1 Astros. Bregman just homered. And Soto might be hurt on the last out.
I'm sorry.
No, because they almost homered back to back.
I might. I have no idea. So, yeah, it gets a little interesting during the World Series here. So, yeah. Especially when someone doesn't want someone to win. Oh yeah. Football season is worse. Because that's when Mom gets involved. Mom likes football, so. But yeah, I have some fun ideas. I have lots of fun ideas for Christmas. There's little things that I can, I got a couple. Not lots, I have a couple. Couple little ideas. Now whether I can make them come into, you know, make them work, we'll see about that one. No promises, but I'll do my best. So, I can definitely give it a shot and see what I come up with. Most definitely. Hockey. I tried to get into hockey, but I haven't. That's like the only professional sports team I have not gotten to go see. I always wanted to. I've seen every other one but hockey. I always wanted to go see a hockey game. I had tickets once. I won them, but I didn't get to go see them. Somehow my tickets disappeared. I was really bummed. And it's funny, I won them at a Sunday night football game. Like we went to a football, I don't know, like watch party in our town, and I won hockey tickets. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then they went missing. So oh, you haven't? Good night, Wendy. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Oh, it is getting late. I gotta get you dinner. Well, I am gonna have to cut this short tonight. I do have to get someone dinner. So I appreciate everyone coming by. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel so you get notifications when I do go live and when I put up new videos, which there should be some coming very, very soon. And I will be on again next Tuesday. I will not be on Sunday. That will be a week from Sunday that I go on. And if anybody has any questions, shoot me an email. All my information is below. And if you'd like to join us on Facebook group, all that information is below. So have a great evening, everyone. And until we see each other again, have a good night.